morning. So today I am at Trimoorthi Dam. Trimoorthi Dam is one of the famous dam in Tamil Nadu state of India. It is situated in Tirupur district. It is situated approximately 100 kilometers from Coimbatore city of Tamil Nadu. It is basically Trimoorthi. The name comes from three gods named like Durvasa and Dattatreya and Chandra, which are the like incarnation of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. And there is a story it goes long back, and for that we'll go to a temple which represents old Indian mythology story, and upon which this hill is famous and this dam is known for. So now I am at Trimoorthi temple, which is approximately 5 kilometers from Trimoorthi Dam, and this temple is a very famous and very famous story behind the formation or the legend, you can say that. This Trimoorthi temple is basically dedicated to three lords, supreme lords like Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma of Hindu mythology. But moreover, this temple is more dedicated to a lady named Anushya and her devotion as a wife toward her husband. And so to pay respect this signifies devotion of a wife toward her husband, and that's why this whole temple is built, and still a lot of pilgrims come here and they pray, and it is one of the very famous temple in Tamil Nadu state. The lady Anushya used to reside here with her husband Altair, and it was believed that she was the most devoted woman over the planet at that time toward her husband, that she was the most devoted woman, or she was the most devoted wife over the planet. And so what happened when Narada went to heavens and he recited and praised about Anushya in front of the wives of Shiva and Vishnu and Brahma, and they felt jealous about it, and so they went back to their respective houses and asked their respective husbands to anyhow to go and diminish his fame as a most devoted wife on the earth. And so one day, these three supreme lords took a form, in an attire of a monk. They visited to Anushya's house when her husband was not there, and they asked, pleaded for begging for food, and they said that, "Mother, please feed us." And so Anushya invited these three monks into her house, and she was preparing to feed them. But at the same time, these three lords put a clause that they can only accept the food only if she serves them naked. But as a devoted wife, she could not do it. She was in dilemma that how she can do it. But on another side, if he doesn't feed these three monks, then that will be also a sin. So what she does, she closes her eyes and she prayed to her husband and say that she has not a single drop of lust. And moreover, these three monks called him like, mother, feed us. So as a mother, I can always feed them like naked. So when she undressed herself and went in front of them, at the same moment these three monks got transformed into three small children, and she breastfeeded three of them and put them into a cradle. So later on in the evening, when her husband came back, and she tells them the whole story. At the same time, these three children again got transformed back to the Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma, and they were very happy seeing his intelligence and her devotion toward her husband. And they asked these couples to ask for a boon, and then Anushya asked three of them to give a boon that all these three lords must be born as her children. And so later on, these three lords born to Anushya as her own children in the form of Durvasa, like Rishi Durvasa, like one of the famous sages, and Dattatreya, and Moon, like God Chandra. And so this story is all about Lady Anushya and her devotion as a wife toward her husband. And so these three hills, this known as Trimoorthi, and this temple is also known as Trimoorthi temple. So it's nice place to visit here. And when you listen this kind of stories, the small stories. This temple is famous among the Jains. It is believed that there's a saint there, one of their famous saint, Sansara, also resided here and got enlightened here. So Jains also visit this place, and for them this is also one of the important places of pilgrimage.